I revisited my dream country after 8 years with all the time in the world, and I already want to leave after 2 weeks. This gave me 3 life lessons about living a fulfilling life that you won't learn in school. Worldly pleasures are a black hole. It's a bucket of water with a hole at the bottom that will never be full. There will always be the next thing. There will always be fulfilling that pleasure and then wanting a new pleasure. I came to Spain for the first time in my life 8 years ago when I was 16 years old. And it left me in love with traveling and experiencing the world. But now that I'm back for the first time in almost a decade, I thought it was going to be this magical, life-fulfilling moment of waiting 8 years. And it was magical. I enjoyed it. I am pleased with God for the privilege of revisiting this land again. But after a couple weeks, a part of me is just ready to leave. It's a worldly pleasure I feel I'm ready to move on from. And it's just a reminder that you can make 10K, 100K, $1 million a month. You can go to Paris, you can go to Tokyo, you can go to New York. It can be a lifelong dream of yours to get all of these material things. But then at the end of the day, once you have them, you've checked it off your list of dreams. You become normalized to it. It's just a thing that's a part of your life. It's no longer this super unattainable dream that is so far away, and once you achieve it, you're on top of the mountain forever and you live happily ever after for eternity. You always want the next thing. Right now I'm in Ronda, Spain, the 5th city I've visited the last couple weeks since I've arrived to Spain from San Francisco, as I'm circling the entire planet. Don't get me wrong, the tapas at first were chef's kiss. Amazing. Walking the beautiful streets with the European architecture. Amazing, beautiful. I was amazed the first week. But now we're about to be 3 weeks in and I've just been normalized to it. It's just another day now. The dark realization of finally visiting your dream destination, getting that dream amount of money that you long for so much, and you finally get it after so much time, is that you realize, wow, yes, I did live it up for a bit, but that only lasted 2 days, 2 weeks, and I waited a decade for that. Now what? If you don't know how to handle it, I can definitely see how that can be a scary realization. But just remember this, worldly pleasures only bring you temporary pleasure, because this world is temporary. I was itching so bad to go to a flamenco show once I touched down in Spain a couple weeks ago. I've seen it like 2-3 times now that I've been here the last 3 weeks, and now I've been normalized to it. I can go access that in the streets or pay for a private show anytime I want. And now it's just like, don't get me wrong, this is not taking it for granted or diminishing the joy of it. That's human nature. We get used to things, we get normalized to them. We're very adaptable to changes. Worldly pleasures are a black hole you will never fill. You'll always want to drink again. You'll always want to find a new guy or girl again. You will always want to eat that meal again. You will always want to get a new amount of money. You will always want to travel to the next dream destination. Worldly pleasures are like drugs. They give you a temporary high, but it always wears off. There's always the next mountain to climb. There's always the next thing to check off your to-do list, even after accomplishing your biggest dreams in life. I don't think there is such a thing as made it in your own mind, because today your concept of I made it is a year into the future. But then once you're a year into the future, your made it is now 3 years into the future. And then once you get there, it's just a constant moving goalpost. So even after you become a millionaire, retire your parents, get a beach house in Thailand, and just chill every day, drinking margaritas, looking at the ocean, sure, you will enjoy it, but just for like a few weeks to a few months. You get bored after. You start to realize that this goal that you were moving towards and working towards for decades, that you thought would be your happily ever after, is now over. The pleasure is gone after a couple weeks. Or is this just my American mind speaking here? The land of always growing, always self-improving, always having something to do, filling up your schedule all the time. Because I'm big reminded of a life lesson I've learned coming to Europe 4 times now, is that people here are just way more chill, especially in Spain. There's a whole continent of people here that are just more okay with just chilling. Perhaps I need to understand their mind a little bit more and talk to more European people as I'm spending time in this continent. Maybe just learning how to chill, relax. However, my current understanding of life as a 24-year-old today is that the concept of making it is a constantly moving goalpost, which connects perfectly to the final point here, which is choose fulfillment over happiness. Happiness can be this temporary pleasure that you feel in the moment from eating an ice cream, looking at a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower, or making $1,000 in a day, buying a new Mercedes. And fulfillment is having this deep feeling in your soul that if you died today, you know you did something good with your life. You are fulfilled and you feel successful with your impact on what you did in this life. Whether it was helping your parents, helping your brothers and sisters, helping your friends, helping your community, helping the world, cleansing your character and purifying your heart, having a strong connection with God, your creator. These are the things that give you this sense of everlasting fulfillment, that you could leave this world today and you know you did good with it. Having spiritual fulfillment is the ultimate peace you can attain in this worldly life. Beyond materialism, beyond achievements, beyond status, it's fulfillment in your soul. I saw this online entrepreneur that made a video about him feeling more joy from this life praying in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, than making $100,000 in a month from his computer. Hola.
Hola.
What does this tell you about the material world not fulfilling you? How many more signs do you have to see that there will always be the next thing, the next thing, the next thing to accomplish? It's a bucket of water with a hole at the bottom that will never be filled. After 3 weeks of living my dream destination, waiting for it the last 8 years, I'm about to hop on a train right now to go to the coast of Spain and hop on a boat to Morocco in search of some spiritual travel. Go back to a Muslim country, hear the call to prayer blasting from 50 speakers around you everywhere. Feel this sense of peace. After a few weeks of worldly material pleasures, I'm looking forward to seeing some spiritual fulfillment crossing the pond over to Morocco. Don't get me wrong, it's a complete blessing. I am today living the prayers that I once asked for from God. But God hands out this world freely to you. This world doesn't mean anything to God. The true value here is a sense of spiritual fulfillment. There's my train. We'll see you on the other side of the water. It's now been a week since I hopped off that train in that boat and arrived to Tangier, Morocco, with the intention of only staying at this spot for 3 days. Checkout day came and I extended for 3 more days. Those 3 days were up and I extended 3 more days. And tomorrow's about to be my 9th day. And I think I'm gonna end up booking another 3 days because I have found a sense of stillness, a sense of peace. I'm staying at this hostel with this rooftop view of the city and the ocean. 5 times a day I come up to this rooftop and you hear 20 speakers all around from every direction blast the call to prayer. It gives you this sense of peace to hear the sound with a view of the ocean, a view of the city. You hear the seagulls in the background. You get this sense of stillness and quietness in the mind. Peace. I have not gone out damn near at all. This entire time has just been staying inside, getting some work done from my computer. I'm not in tourist mode, going to see this cafe, this church, this restaurant, this, that. I'm just still with peace. I am staying here as if I live here. Spending 3 weeks in Spain and now a week in Morocco. My reflection on it has been that, again, the material worldly pleasures of getting a nice view of a church, having this really good croissant, eating these really good tapas, enjoying these worldly pleasures, which there's nothing wrong with, does not give me as much fulfillment as coming over to Morocco, experiencing a spiritually rich life here of stillness. America's for working, Europe is for living, Morocco is for your soul. Worldly pleasures are temporary pleasures you get bored of eventually, so don't rely on them too much. Spiritual fulfillment is the everlasting pleasure you take with you forever. These aren't life lessons you learn to have a successful, fulfilling life that you learn in a class, you learn in school. You have to get out there in the world, compare everyone's life philosophies, and then come to your own best conclusion. I'm traveling in a circle around the entire planet and sharing the life lessons I'm learning along the way because Earth is the greatest classroom. And I want to show you the places I am learning the best life lessons I'm learning for a successful life. And I want you to take away some ideas of where maybe you would like to go grow, to learn as a human and live a successful, fulfilling life yourself. So follow along and get some ideas yourself. Life begins with a question. Stay curious.